Today we're going to learn how to multiply binomials. Last class period we learned how to distribute and combine using our graphic organizer. Today we're going to learn another graphic organizer that will help us when we're multiplying two sets of parentheses. Normally we use an acronym for multiplying. FOIL. First, outsides, insides, last. So I would multiply the 3x times the 5x, the 3x times the negative 6, the 2 times the negative 6, the 2 times the 5x, and then I tried to figure out how they would all add together or subtract. Sometimes terms get mixed up, so we're going to try to box it up instead. I have a series of 4 problems we're going to do. The first one is 2x plus 3 times 4x plus 5. These each have 2 terms. Now when you make the box, it does not matter where the terms go as long as you make sure if you put the 2x, you put the 3 as well with it. So I'm going to put the 2x here. Now you don't have to put the parentheses, but I have it on there so I can show you where it's coming from. And the plus 3. Now on the left side goes 2 of the terms. The other 2 in the other set of parentheses goes above. So 4x and positive 5. Now once you have your terms on the outside of the box, it's just like a multiplication table. So I asked myself, 2x times 4x is 8x squared. So in the first box, I'm going to put 8x squared. In the second box on the right, we take the 2x times 5. Well, 2x times 5 is 10x. So in the second box, we get 10x. The third box, 3 times 4x is 12x. And in the last box, we get 3 times 5, which is positive 15. Now my terms are a little bit big and hopefully you'll write it a little bit smaller when you're figuring out. But once you do have all the terms inside, the answer is as easy as doing the following. Step 1, you write the 8x squared. It's going to come down. Step 2, you add the diagonal. 12x and 10x makes 17x. And then the constant, which is our third term, will come down, and that will complete the problem. So the answer is 8x squared plus 17x plus 15. Let's try a second example using this exact same idea. But this time I'm going to put the x minus 4 on top. X minus 4, 2x plus 3. Remember, you can drop the parentheses, and I normally do when I'm doing this. So my first box, my upper left, is 2x times x, which is 2x squared. My second term on the right is 2x times negative 4, which is negative 8x. My bottom left term is 3 times x, which is 3x. And my last term is 3 times negative 4, which is negative 12. Once I have all my terms in the boxes, I'm going to extract what I need from them, remembering to add the middle terms. So the answer is 2x squared. 3x plus a negative 8x, or negative 8x plus 3 is negative 5x. And then my last term is a negative 12. Now if you make sure that your x's always come before your constants, you'll always have them in the right order when you're figuring out your answer. So my answer is 2x squared minus 5x minus 12. Let's try a third one. 3x minus 5 times 3x minus 5. So my x comes before my constants, which is what I'm wanting. I'm going to put my 3x and my negative 5 on one side, and my 3x, my negative 5 on the other. Notice basically it's what we call a binomial squared, the same thing times itself. 3x times 3x is 9x squared. 3x times negative 5 is negative 15x. Negative 5 times 3x is negative 15x. And negative 5 times negative 5 is a positive 25. Now I'm going to write my answer so I don't forget. I'm not bringing up the 25. I'm going to use the 25 I've got. But I've got 9x squared. Negative 15 and negative 15 make negative 30x. And then my 25 comes down. And there's my answer to my problem. 9x squared minus 30x plus 25. This way we don't have to remember, did I multiply the first two terms, the outside two terms, the inside two terms, or the last? It's just basic multiplication like what we've been doing all along. Let's try one more. The last one is the difference of what we call perfect squares, because if you look, we're going to get something that will happen, which is kind of cool. We have 7x plus 5 and 7x minus 5. 7x times 7x is 49x squared. 7x times negative 5 is negative 35x. 7x times positive 5 is positive 35x. And 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. Now when we do the box on this is why it's called difference of perfect squares. What we end up with is 49x squared. I have a negative 35 plus a positive 35, which is 0 x's, so I don't even need to put the middle term down. And then I have negative 25. If you look, you have 49 and 25, which are what we call perfect squares. It's kind of cool because the middle term falls out, and that will happen every once in a while, so don't be scared if you get 0x in the middle. Your answer does actually work. I hope this video has been helpful, so let's get to boxing up and you try a few problems of your own.